If we look at one of the subject-specific sites, for example, we're in science here, you can see that the page has been split up into a left and a right, and I'd advise that you put any writing that you wanted underneath that welcome to science, almost as if you're writing in a huge text box. What we've done on the other side then is if you want to put pictures or logos and links down that side, they fit better in a sidebar. To change that though, what you can do is if you have a look at the menu that's been highlighted, it gives you the option to flick down to different types of placeholders within your page, and you can use that to change the layout of the page that you want. One of the questions that I was asked was, how do you get a video from YouTube and put it onto a page? Well, what we need to know is that we put that video inside what we call a web part, which is basically a holder within the page. So the first thing we need to do is select on the page where you want to put that video just by moving your cursor to it like you would be typing on a page. The next thing you need to do is go to the Insert Web Part icon, which is at the top menu you can see highlighted there. You can use a web part to add anything into your page, such as an announcement, a discussion, a document library. The one that we're using for the YouTube video will be to add a form, and we want a HTML form. You'll see it highlighted there, and all you need to do on that is click Add. Now you need to select the YouTube video that you want. So when you've viewed the video, you'll notice halfway down the YouTube page, you'll have the option to share. If you click on that, you'll then start getting a couple of other options such as share this video, embed, or email. The option that you'll want to choose is embed, and you'll see a little code pop up in a box. It's highlighted in blue at the moment. You'll need to highlight that code and then copy. We're going to paste it into our page in a moment in Sharepoint. Now you've chosen the video that you want and you've highlighted the source code, you're going to go back to the page you want to work on. You'll notice now that down on the page where you want to insert the video, you'll see a HTML form web part highlighted for you on the page. If you go to the right of that title, there'll be a very small grey drop-down menu. If you click on that, you'll see that what's highlighted is on the screen there, and we want to edit our web part. We're now going to add that code into the page so it knows to link to that video. Now to add your code. So the little menu you can see on the right hand side there, if you click Source Editor, you'll get a window pop up as it is in the middle of the page. What you'll need to do there is delete the text that's in that box and just paste in the code that you've taken from YouTube and save. That has now embedded the code in. You should see now that you've applied those changes that where you had an empty space next to that HTML form web part, you now have your video that is embedded onto the page and you can play that wherever you are. If you want to make any other changes, such as changing the title to something such as Science Experiment or whatever the experiment might be, if you use that tiny little grey drop-down menu again and go in and edit the web part, under Appearance you'll see you can change the title. There's other things that you can change in that menu as well that we may look at a little bit later.